the bend that Bev states in her directions you must not come down in your caravan or motorhome because you cannot get round.
Well, thank goodness the Pickle had the presence of mind not to run out into the road.
So being in the way because we wanted to fill up with water.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, just very wet.
So what happened?
Ooh, spooky.
Near the deepest mine shaft in the area, which is 600 feet deep.
So we have to go single file. The dangerous scowls are...
Fabulous.
Slight emergency. Good warning.
So waymarker pointed down here, so hopefully nobody's turned it around. We found along the way a bizarre shrine of some sort.
We just wanted to see what it was like. No, he had to accelerate and beep his horn like a frantic lunatic.
Poop, poop. We're just setting off to our next destination in the Forest of Dean, Hawthorne Cottages Caravan Site. It's only just up the road from where we stayed last night at the Miners' Sling pub stopover. If you haven't seen the video about our first pub stopover adventure, give it a watch. It's linked in the description below. You can't park in certain places, but you can park in certain other places. It's chaos, isn't it?
I don't like the sound of this. I have an idea.
Wow. Let's eat it now.
Oh, okay. So where are we? We are in the Forest of Dean. Skipping all the pine needles.
Anyway, the access to Hawthorne Cottages Caravan Site is good, provided you follow the excellent directions they provide and avoid the route with a very tight S-bend in it. It's best to approach the site from the direction of the village of Sling. Oh yeah, caravan park, I see. Hawthorne Cottages.
That's it. Is it tight?
No, it's fine. It's good. You'll pull into the site and park up by the sign on the left. Then hop out and it's a short walk up to the house at the top to let Bev know you have arrived. Bev is the manager and she lives on site. She's a lovely lady. She came out and helped guide us onto our pitch. Hedge really well trimmed along here, very nice. We parked up and got settled in before going for a wander round.
Here's the entrance to Hawthorne Cottage Campsite. Down there is the walk into the forest. It's nice and wide, no problem getting in Melv. You drive in to be greeted by these little friendly froggies. Flowers everywhere, benches to sit on, bird feeders. Oh, you can get your fresh water here. Bev said don't worry about people wanting to get past, they can wait, which we liked. Because we got told off before, didn't we, at Stover, for being in the way because we wanted to fill up with water. Oh, it's our neighbour having a barbecue.
It smells lovely.
Got the information shed and it's got all the recycling bins. Got all your general waste, barbecue waste, recycling, with books.
Information about walks and local amenities.
And fire assembly and a little bin for dog owners to put their poop. Not their poop, their dog's poop.
Plenty of space on the pictures, isn't there?
Yeah, there's Melv. We've seen loads of birds on that bird feeder, and Pickle enjoyed watching that. Oh yeah, there's been squirrels hopping about.
Tawny owls at night.
Yeah. And we come up here to say hello to Bev in her office. And then you've got here a toilet block with showers and the chemical waste and the grey waste all goes down the same old.
I think Bev said it was 20 pence a piece for the showers.
That's right, but she's got plenty of 20p's if you need change. What would you get? 5 minutes?
I said it was about 5 minutes, more than enough time to condition your hair.
That's what she said.
That's important. It's a wonderful sight. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, well, I think we'll definitely be coming back here.
It's a credit to Bev, it really is.
It is.
It's beautiful.
Gonna put the electric step out. Yeah, well done, Pickle. Good girl.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, just very wet.
So what happened?
The pressure was so strong that the hose came flying out of the barrel and just sprayed me all in the crotch.
Are you grumpy?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be okay, sweetie. That's for a giant bed.
Yay.
Am I pointing the right way?
I think so. Maybe down a little bit. Oh, flump.
She did.
Yeah. So we are off to walk into Bream along the Bream Heritage Walk. It's about a 3-second walk from the entrance of the campsite onto the start of the Bream Heritage Trail. It's a brilliant map that we got. Bev lent it to us, which tells you all about all these different things you can see on the Heritage Trail, like where they used to have iron ore mines.
Lots of history around here.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some of it as we're going along. It's down there.
And this is the start of the walk?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can hear the steam railway all the time pooping in the distance. Boop, boop. There's some beautiful fir trees.
It's lovely.
And looking down into a valley. So we're going downhill for the first part. So we've just walked from up there, very short distance down through a clearing, onto the first bit of the walk, where the bedrock is iron ore, apparently. And there are some old abandoned mines off in the forest. One of them's called the Devil's Chapel, which is a bit spooky.
Is that the one that's 600 feet deep?
Oh, one of them is, yeah.
Scowl is an ancient word describing the strange maze-like iron-rich limestone formations found here in the Forest of Dean. The iron has been mined here for hundreds of years. We were just walking near the deepest mine shaft in the area, the Princess Louise shaft, which is 600 feet deep. It's long abandoned now. The Devil's Chapel is actually an area of prominent Scowl formations. It's not on the Bream Heritage Trail, but it's not far away. I'd like to walk there next time as it looks stunning.
Look at this, wow, spooky. They say you can find stones that are lumps of iron ore that may have fallen from Ponian Trap hundreds of years ago or so.
Definitely need walking boots for here.
Yeah. Well, there's one of the scowls, I think. They call them scowls. I'm down in there. Ooh, spooky. There's an old fridge down there. Looks like it. But it's fenced off so the Pickle can't get to it, which is very good. Ooh. That's spooky. So we just walked up a little bit of a slope from the campsite, but the path was nice and wide. Past all those scowls, but they're all fenced around so you can't fall down them. But now the path has narrowed a bit, so we have to go single file. Not much brambles and stinging nettles sticking out, so that's a bonus.
And the Pickle is having a fabulous time.
She is leading the way, aren't you, Pickle? Off we go. There's a spooky looking gate there. That must go into where the dangerous scowls are.
Enter at your peril.
can tell autumn is here. Yeah, the path is all marked with way markers, so difficult for even me to get lost. There's some of those scows there. It's a shallow one. Ooh. Big drop down there.
Throw a stone into it.
Well, it's big. It's full of trees.
Oh!
Yeah. It said in the booklet that there are caverns underneath the ground here. So hopefully the ground is stable enough we're not going to fall in.
Don't tell the mother.
The path comes through a little housing estate before it comes into Bream here, but it's all marked by way markers. Well, here's something you don't see every day. 2 generations of minis. That's funky. 2 Mini Coopers, new one and old one.
Fabulous.
Whoa, what's that a caterpillar of? It's got a big spike on the end of its tail. I think the campsite must be down there somewhere, because we've kind of walked in a loop, haven't we? You can hear the steam train. So we've made it to the start of the Bream Heritage Walk, which is in the centre of Bream, next to the florist and the school. And lots of lovely oak trees.
Malish has gone in the local spa to collect some nourishments, such as chocolate and cake. And here he comes.
I've got his goodies. Chocolate cake. Well, I figured you don't go on holiday every day. I've got a chocolate cake, a chocolate bar, and Mars bar, and a packet of onion rings.
Fabulous. So are you two comfortable over there?
Very comfortable in the Melvinator.
And we had chocolate cake after our very wet walk back from Bream.
Yep, it's very important to replenish the stores with chocolate cake after a long walk. Well, it wasn't really a long walk.
It was a long wet walk. Chocolate cake and coffee.
Yeah.
After a very wet night. So we've had a slight emergency. The drain pipe on the wastewater tank came loose while I was draining off the tank. But fortunately, Malish is very able with DIY and has managed to get the pipe back on and is just tightening up the various brackets to hold it in place. The joys of motorhoming, but at least it happened while we were stationary.
Summer has returned this afternoon, so we're going to go for a walk in the other direction along the Bream Heritage Walk Trail today. We're going to go along the brook and all the way through the woods down to the River Lid, if we make it that far.
It has threatened to possibly rain and we got really wet yesterday. But it was still a lovely walk.
So yesterday we went to the right and walked to Bream, and today we're going to the left and still walking to Bream, but in a different way. Oh, there's a butterfly there. Growing some new trees here.
It's the first time that I've been to the forest with Dean. I think it's lovely. It's really nice.
For those who have dogs, they have a new policy here, Bev was telling us about, that you don't have to collect in a poo bag. They have the stick and flick policy, because apparently it's good for the wildlife, as long as you flick it far away enough from the path.
You need to have a little warning before you start telling people this. It's a little bit disgusting.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Oh wow, this is a really different type of forest along here. It's more deciduous trees than fir. Wow, look at these wild orchids. Oh, there's the brook. That good Pickle. Gosh, it's so pretty.
stones that you can see there in the path to the left are the remains of a rail track which transported ore from the mines.
We've come off the wider track. The way marker pointed down here, so hopefully nobody's turned it around.
Who's that?
She thinks it's the right way. Are we going the right way, Pickle? The heritage path this way goes all the way through the woods, whereas yesterday it went quite quickly into the town itself. This one goes all the way around the side of Bream, through the woods and up to the river lid and the train track. I think this might be part of the old mill. But yeah, there's another way marker there, so we must be on the right path. So number 16 in the book, Oakwood Mill, was to do with draining the iron mine, pumping it out, remains of a mill pond down there.
So we walked that way.
I don't like that because it's two really blind corners right on top of each other. I don't really know if to go across there. It's like an S-bend with like a hairpin.
The bend that Bev states in her directions you must not come down in your caravan or motorhome because you cannot get round.
Well, thank goodness the Pickle had the presence of mind not to run out into the road. There's noise coming in. I wouldn't fancy coming across it. We didn't walk as far as we planned because there's a very busy road with a very sketchy S-bend in it. With the cars are going quite speedily around and there's no pavement, so we didn't fancy trying to cross that. You had to walk along it for a little bit, I think. We'll just go back, and we found along the way a bizarre sort of shrine of some sort. Anyone know who that is? Looks like King Rollo to me.
King Rollo tried to blow up a saloon.
People of a certain age might know who that is.
I've got a clue.
Do you not know King Rollo?
I know about Rolos, and I'd never share my lass with you.
Oh, you would.
I'd give you the crumbs. No, I would give you my last Rolo. I wouldn't give it the Pickle. The Pickle Pea. Who was King Rollo?
Let's go back.
We had another cosy night at Hawthorne Cottages. It really is a beautiful location for walking in the woods and an immaculately kept campsite. A real pleasure to stay at. I'm sure we'll be back here.
So we're now in Lydney and we're just going to try a car park which is suggested on Search for Sites. We just wanted to see what it was like and perhaps even stretch our legs and the Pickle. But the weather today is utterly foul.
Turn right onto Lakeside Gardens, then your destination will be on the left.
There's the lake.
No height barrier.
This is a really nice park. No branches. They're really soft. I'll pull into this side bit here because there's nobody in here and there's plenty of room to turn around. Yeah, you could probably stay here. Especially if the barrier goes down in the night so no other cars can come in.
We're travelling back along the M4, but we couldn't go across the old Severn Bridge because it's too windy. So we've had to go down the M48 onto the M4, turn around, go all the way back to go over the new Severn Bridge. It's a really murky, horrible day. And we just had an encounter with stupid white van man on a roundabout, where he had so much time, but no, he had to accelerate and beep his horn like a frantic lunatic. Never mind, Mr. White Van Man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Poop poop.